welcome back to Platonically Speaking. As you guys know, it's your girl Kayla. We have Rashad with me and an extra special guest, Miss Jodie, is here today. What's up? How's it going, guys?
Recovering.
Definitely.
Recovering. But it's going good. It's going good. How are you doing?
I fucking tired. I can't lie.
I dying.
I'm here.
I am literally dying in the seat.
slow and painful death.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, we started our Instagram page. It's at Platonically Speaking KY. Don't forget to like, follow, share, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Oh, and YouTube as well.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And like the video.
Oh, you guys have a YouTube?
Yeah.
And I've been here so long and I've come a long way.
I have a YouTube now, yeah.
We got YouTube.
Platonically Speaking.
Okay.
Yeah, so please subscribe, share. Don't forget to send in like whatever questions you want us to cover, feedback, all that kind of stuff. We are here to listen and receive. Slightly different format today, but you know, we still with the bullshit. We looking at some Twitter shit earlier, and there's this weird ass thread about the craziest things your spouse, your ex, your current person has done. And homeboy carved his girlfriend's initials into his face to prove his loyalty after she got him cheating.
So it wasn't a tattoo.
It wasn't a fucking tattoo.
Like carved with a knife.
Carved with a fucking knife. He wanted to prove his loyalty into his cheek, by the way. So this is like a permanent
on
fucking
his face.
thing.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking doing that shit. I ain't even doing the tattoo road.
So did you see the carving? Like, did you get to see it in the thread?
No, it's just a Twitter thread.
I
didn't go looking for it.
Because I wonder if he had a beard. It don't sound like he had one. He could have probably tried to cover it.
Oh.
No.
No, it wouldn't be able to go
If
over
it's
the
a scar,
yeah.
You know how
Scar.
dumb nugga look, no? That fucking beard growing around.
If you want to break up, then how you explain that in your face?
Well, it's the girl that did it, and she was like, she didn't get back with him even though he did that.
Damn fool.
Wow.
And then the next guy, he was like, he woke this girl up at 3 a.m., told her to get a ride home. She ordered a lift home. He followed the lift car to her house, parked outside, then asked her to get back in his car to go back home with him.
Yeah, he just wanted to see where she lived.
That's some serial killer vibes.
Yeah.
We not fucking with that.
Yeah.
No, but if a guy did that, you guys are going back with him?
No.
I wondered if she did go back with him.
That's what I'm getting at,
that's the
because I
question.
feel like she did.
That's what it sounds like.
I call in the police.
Facts.
I can't. Where you fall? You first of all, you woke me up out of my sleep
To make me leave.
That devil hour is 3:00. That devil hour is that's some devil shit.
Suppose he wanted to see what you were going to do. Like if you were going to go home. Suppose he already knew where she lived, and he wanted to see if she were going to go home or go to her next morning.
That's still crazy at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, the man just wanted to be sure. That's why he's like, okay, she went home. Let me bring her back to the crib. Then. She loyal. That's
crazy. That's a serious fucking test. That's a serious test. Do not wake me up out of my sleep.
Yeah.
To follow. First of all, you following me home in a Lyft driver's car. That weird as fuck. Imagine a Lyft driver like, I just picked this girl up. This fucking car was outside from where I picked her up for them to follow to ask her to come back in the car. If I would have Lyft driver, I would have just been like, okay, bye. Bye.
You don't care about me if you're making me take a lift at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Exactly. Like, suppose that Lyft driver just drove off to the middle of nowhere with this girl.
Exactly, and kidnap her.
Fuck.
And that stuff is real.
But that's probably what he was following to make sure she was safe.
Oh God!
He just probably wanted to make sure she was going and get home safe.
He was aware about her safety because he wake her up in the middle of the night.
No, but I tell you that was probably a test. Like he wanted to see where she was going, if she was going home or she was going to check somewhere else. So he was like, all right, let's see where she
But can we agree that that's still crazy?
No, it definitely
that madness. I wasn't fucking doing that. I'd have been like, I will go at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You better fucking, I'll go to the couch. Do you need me to sleep in the couch? Are you uncomfortable because I ain't in your bed? Because I not fucking doing that shit. And not for you to follow me because then I was going to beat his ass outside.
You could have just dropped me home, that the case.
Exactly.
No, but if he drop you home, then you would have to go
loyalty.
home. Yeah, that'll prove loyalty. You have to go home.
Okay.
That's a wicked test.
Yeah, that's very wicked.
So you could have do something else. Do something else to try and test for loyalty. Then some next girl, she lied to the police that her boyfriend beat her up. Her boyfriend was actually at work at the time. The work cameras confirm. So, of course, he takes her to court because she had done call the police. Mm-hmm. When she got in the courthouse, she's going to say she lied because she found out he was dating someone new.
They're the kind of things that make man want to kill woman, you know?
That.
Like you going to police. Like
That's a serious thing.
Yeah.
And as we know, there's a double standard. If there's a man getting caught, quote unquote, beating up a woman, and you call the fucking police, they're going to deal with that matter and take it very seriously. He could have lost his fucking job.
Good thing for the camera.
Because well, let's say he wasn't at work because maybe he had a day off. Who were going to fucking prove
Verify
where this man was?
Exactly.
She could have got the man in jail.
Locked up.
Lost his fucking job because she lied because he got a new girlfriend.
That's wild.
Like, it didn't say nothing like she was cheating, he was cheating, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you jealous and you fucking call the police on the man?
Oh fuck.
I could see something like that happening here, though.
Me too.
Oh, absolutely.
Me too.
These fucking bitches' hair is stupid.
Yeah.
Then,
Can't relate.
you can't?
Can't relate.
Let that one go.
Okay. So the last one here, which I feel like there's some shit that could happen here too. This friend, she calls up her girlfriend and says, you know, her and her boyfriend broke up, need some help, going pick up some stuff, yada yada yada. Girl go with her to the friend. She's like 2 later. She see her friend running outside with the man PS4 and his prosthetic leg. You know, if I saw that shit, right, I would be dying.
She didn't even want a man walk. At that point, she take the man leg.
She like come see
PS4.
me. Like, you know, you always see shit about like,
You know he will hop in with 1 foot down the stairs, try to catch her. You know he will hop in, try to catch her.
Chucking going like in a prosthetic leg. That shit not cheap, you know. Imagine taking somebody like means to walk.
That's what I'm saying. She didn't even want to walk.
Like, how upset are you?
It's like he running her down with 1 foot.
That one of those things that you kind of want more context. Cause like, what made you that mad that you want to take this man leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really calculated.
Like,
go for the leg.
Like, you're not walking outside with your stuff that you said you were going to pick up.
This is gonna fuck up, but he probably takes it off when he going to sleep and puts it like against a wall or something. Like, goes, so she just walk in, grab it. He can't move that quick and run away with it. Yeah, boy.
That's
fucked up.
up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I try and think like if I've ever had anything like remotely crazy done around me, to me.
I haven't had it done to me, but I've seen crazy.
Like, I can't. You don't have no stories, Rashad, or even like a hypothetical. Like, you know, our friends always going through some shit.
No. I have, but I don't necessarily want to talk about it right now.
Please do. I know you got some stories.
I just need one. Just pull one out the vault. One. It don't even have to be current.
Well, I know somebody. Well, or I've heard about a situation with a girl sleeping under her man's car.
Under the car?
Yeah. Waiting to
Outside?
see. Yeah. Waiting to see if a girl wasn't there. But she wanted to like confront it with the girl coming out. And she like rolled from underneath the car and confront the girl. Yeah, and confront the girl, confront the man.
There wasn't nowhere else to lay down.
I don't know. I think she wanted to be as close as possible. But like, I don't think there was anywhere else that she could have hide.
Yo, you know how funny that would fucking be? You just see somebody like some...
That is fucking crazy.
Some Mission Impossible. Yo, I didn't even... That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's a bit far to go and catch somebody.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm going to assume that like a truck or like an SUV.
I was going to say it have to be a truck.
I don't know what kind of car it was.
Like, if it's a truck, why don't lay down in the back?
In the truck back.
It had to be like an SUV or something.
Yeah, but I like...
Okay, you know you're not like Honda Civic or nothing.
No, but
I can reach up underneath that.
That's so weird.
She gets scrape up going on in the She's dedicated.
You come see me laying down on the fucking ground in some gravel, just waiting to catch somebody.
Just a roll out.
I can't like. If I made it that far to do that, I would have probably just
she would
sit on the step.
Fast you like.
You know, like fucking iguanas.
Yeah,
when they're tearing.
No.
Oh no. I would have just sat on the step. Like, if I went as far as to say in my head, let me go sit down at somebody's house and leave whoever. I'm not going under the car just gonna sit on the step. Cause nobody not expecting you to be there either.
Yeah.
But under the fucking car, you look mad.
Is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You look mad.
I think she was just ready to fight at that point. So she
losing all credibility when you do something like that.
I never had nobody sit under the car, but I've had somebody like sit outside my place. But yeah, that's about it.
I
like, at what point does your pride kick in and you be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why am I sitting on that car? Like, when does it, I mean, like, for me, if I thinking about doing something crazy, I like stop myself and be like,
this don't make sense.
Yeah, like, why you even doing this? Like, if you reach at a point where you even thinking about doing something like that, you probably got kicking at some point. Be like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah. No, I don't.
That shit is embarrassing.
I can't do that.
The only thing I've ever done is like drove across to see if a guy's car was by another woman's house. That's it. I done that by myself. And here who I did it with, the man that I was his side piece.
Oh, yeah.
But he lied.
Yeah.
So I like, yo, you lying to me.
So you're trying to catch him in the
So
light?
I was trying to be like,
Oh my.
yeah, it was broad daylight too.
I don't think I've ever done anything.
Broad daylight, my car not had no tint, nothing like that.
No, you just
Chucking going, no hat on, windows like halfway down. In my head, I should just try and blend into the neighborhood. So,
Crazy.
and I never told anybody I would go in nothing.
You just went.
I did it. And
You did it by yourself?
Yeah, by myself. Well, this is my thing, right? I would just say I'm not dragging none of my friends into my fuck rip.
I'm too.
And at that point too, this is like, okay, we are a little deeper into the situation. Most of my friends already knew. They're not trying to encourage me to be a part of this situation. Like, I doing all this foolishness on my own.
Yeah.
But this is after being told for whatever 100 times things going to be good again.
Yeah.
So I like, fuck you. Sunday, bright and early in the morning, driving through people's neighborhood. No fucking tint, music bumping, breeze blowing. Fucking cars there.
But that like,
and then you feel stupid.
yeah, that's the thing.
You
Emotion, you just be
stupid.
going on emotion, you know. That's it. When you do it and you get confirmation, it like, what you expect?
Exactly.
What did you expect? You went literally looking for it.
And you feel dumb.
Yeah. And you shame telling about it.
Exactly. You feel fucking stupid. Then who I gonna argue with?
Yeah.
Because he not gonna answer the phone now.
Exactly.
He not answer me. I didn't hear from that man for like almost 3 days after that.
He knew you crossed?
Not until after. I took a picture and I sent it to him.
Rotted.
I took a picture and sent it to him.
And now my thing, even if I gonna be crazy, I not letting you know.
Yeah.
Because then you gonna be looking at me weird, like, what's she doing? Like, she gone too far now?
No, like once I found out that person did that, I was like fucking paranoid in a sense of like, where I was looking around like, where the fuck did they park?
Yeah.
Did they take somebody parking spot?
And now every time you
I
go
was
into
just
your
sitting
yard,
down.
you wondering like,
Yeah,
if that
be
person
looking
sitting
and I'd
out
be
there.
like,
Yeah.
where the fuck could they have gone, or where they were doing this at?
Yeah.
Because like they had a clear view of the crib, so I'm like, nah, that was a bit much.
Yeah.
That was a bit much.
That's probably the worst thing. And you feel stupid after. It not really accomplishing anything. And definitely for me, I'm like, why the hell are you doing this? Why am I making this man make me this fucking mad? This mad and this crazy. Like, yeah, dick is good, but there's other dick in the world. And he not even with me. So it's like I driving across someone else's house to see if somebody's lying to me when ultimately I didn't really have no business doing it. It wasn't my place to be doing it. I am his woman on the side.
But you were emotionally attached.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. I would fucking twist
So that's what it is. I think most of it is because of the emotional part of it.
Cause you feel like shit. Like you feel like, yo, somebody taking advantage of you. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. But on the flip side, telling you they care so much and they love you so much, and then you start doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Dumb fucking
Things
shit.
that you wouldn't even imagine you would be doing.
No, but that a man them fault. Because why you telling a side chick that you love them?
Why do most men do that?
Exactly.
I don't know. I
Tell
don't get it.
nobody that you love them if you don't love them.
I don't get it.
Exactly.
Spare
It just to
us.
keep them around, though, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because once you tell a woman you love them, it like, oh my God, it's like,
No,
A whole
love
new
me?
fucking
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
A whole new world.
you can't leave now because you're in love.
A
Nah,
whole
but
new world.
you don't need to say that to get a woman to stay.
True.
That's one
I
gone and
agree
next
with
one
that.
born. Man.
Here, yeah.
Oh my God.
You know,
I know you would take it left.
That's one gone and next one born. Man.
I
But no, you
cannot.
don't need to tell them that to do that. But then they wonder why shit goes left when they the side chick step out of place, blah blah blah. Cause you telling them you fucking love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they think that they're your woman too. Like, in their mind, they're your woman.
Yeah. Well, you telling them you love them. You doing stuff for them. You're doing stuff with them. You
Hold on,
are
what do you mean doing stuff with them?
like you're
Like minus sex? Like what do you mean?
like going on outings. Like you going
Taking them
breakfast
out?
or you going to
Serious?
Yes, Rashad. Like this
Nah,
is
I
a lot of the
understand.
time here. This is why this whole side chick BS gets real fucked up in Cayman because they're not really
They're
side
quiet.
chicks. It's a secondary relationship.
Pretty
this
much.
is
That is
like to me. If you want somebody to just be your side chick, you gotta lay that out. Yo, I'm not leaving my woman for you. I have a fucking woman. I have a child. I have whatever it is that you have. And you make it very clear, like, we just gonna be fucking. If I available to message you, I can message you. If not, but that's not what happens. This is a case where men are pursuing women. And y'all can go back and check out the side chick episode and I talk about that whole thing. But they're pursuing women, they're going on dates, they're hanging out in public. Like, you're not thinking that a man don't care about you when he doing all that shit. So stop doing the ultimate shit for a woman you're not trying to be with.
Yeah, that actually mind blowing to me. I didn't know that they went
Rashad,
out and stuff like that.
Think about how much situations you know with man that's in relationship and you know about the side woman. Everybody came and know that he got his girl.
Exactly.
Think about how many situations you know like that. I can name 5 right now.
And nobody would know if you're not out in public doing stuff.
How everybody know if you're not actually out doing stuff with this person.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the only thing side chicks don't really do too much out here is post things publicly. That's probably the only thing most side women don't do here.
But they out and you see them out with them.
So
fucking dinner, events, celebrating this, going on fucking trips. Like, you cannot expect a woman to be not emotionally attached in those type of situations because that's all the things you would do if you date somebody. So then, like, we're adults, you know right from wrong, but that's still, like, mentally that shit fucks you up. That shit fucks you right up. Like, I still try and recover from certain stuff in that situation that I thought I dealt with or I figured out, and when I started dating the last person I was dating, and all kind of shit triggered me.
I was trying to think if I ever did something like that, but I wasn't like in a relationship at the time. So no, I was never in a relationship and had like a side and we would go out and go on dates and shit. Like, I would never fucking do that.
And honestly, that take a lot of energy, you know?
Yeah, I think that's actually very dumb. I think that's very dumb. Came on so small. You have your girlfriend, you go out with her.
But they don't care.
And
that's the point.
You don't give a
y'all
fuck.
do that. Somebody bound to see, you know. Somebody, like, I wouldn't go nowhere with them. Like, what we going places to do?
Exactly.
What we going places
That's
for?
not
Why am I
your
buying you
side chick.
stuff? Yeah, like, I would never buy a side chick anything. But I don't have those because black men don't do that. But I'm just saying, I would never buy them anything. Never. I would never take them to go eat no food. I don't care if they eat. You
don't care if they eat.
Me not care if they eat.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. And that's exactly how it should be. If that's the case, like, you don't. And I get it now in a sense because, like I said, I had no idea like they were doing all that, like going on trips, buying them gifts. So Valentine's Day, you know, women. Then he going to send the girl one and then the side chick one again.
But remember,
You know
like
what
our
that
last
is?
episode, Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day, and then the day after is side chick day.
I know a guy on Valentine's Day had a woman and had 3 other girls that he would deal with, and he would give all them flowers on Valentine's Day.
Like a big bouquet.
Yeah.
So let me do some math.
That
Probably
plenty
like a
fucking money.
150. So that about that 6 bills that he spent on flowers. Yeah, he a
And
fucking
literally,
idiot.
all they might get is them flowers, but that's enough. Like, oh my God, he brought me flowers on Valentine's
No,
Day.
but I look at that and I like, yo, you just spent 6 bills on 4 different women. Why not just spend that 6 bills on your woman? You're not supposed to be buying them other girls nothing.
Well, true.
They're not
Yeah.
supposed- you
But it's
supposed to
like a
let-
full-on relationship.
You're
So
supposed to let somebody that's pursuing them actually
Deal
buy
with
them
them.
a
Yeah,
fucking gift. Like, that's what you're supposed to
but
do.
he's clearly pursuing them.
He doing it.
But how much you want? Like,
Well,
But
we
think
about to
about how-
redefine fucking side chicks and what a man shouldn't be doing here if they listen to what you're saying, because they'd be doing the fucking most, Rashad.
then, nah, man. Nah.
But it's easy for that man to do it because the women stay. And there's no way the women don't know if we know. If we not even in a relationship, she gonna know. There's no way you're not hearing it. There's no way you not, something don't feel off or whatever. Like, no, but man who had the same woman for like 5 years. And he's still with his woman too.
Yep.
So somehow it working.
Sometimes I be thinking some of these things is an arrangement. See me.
Yeah,
I
think
thought
so too.
I thought side thing's supposed to be like, you know, one in move. You know, you just hit it.
That's
bam,
how
you
that's
go
how I
back
know
to
it
your
to be
yard.
too.
That's not one
And-
fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Not
but
that.
like if you going to keep them like 1 fuck a week, bro. Okay? But like you keep it at just fucking, and that's it. Nothing more. No dates, no nothing like that. Like I'm not spending no money on a fucking side chick.
That how it should
That how
be.
I was supposed to say that. That is
Not that we encouraging that, guys, but
Yeah.
Like, no, but
if you're gonna do it right.
I just saying like, you know, any if they come and be like, boy, Rashad, I need some money. I say, yo, NAU, go there. Don't come to me. That's another arrangement we had.
And it better they go credit union because NAU take long.
Express. Just go get a quick express.
But you don't hear the attitude. It'd be like, if me and you having sex, then the least you could do is give me some money. Or like, if I ask you for something, give me something.
Get out of here. What you giving me?
My vagina.
Consistent transfer of energy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I doing the same thing, so we even. We good. Like we don't need to do all that.
And that is the thing too. Sometimes you ain't even getting that shit consistently.
Yeah.
That when it start getting annoying.
Yeah, like this not even worth it anymore.
Why I doing this? Why I doing this thing? Fucking I using double batteries now. This don't make sense. This don't make sense. Like I would never have to put myself in that situation again. And the fucking next man that ever tries to put me in that situation after listening to me say this is what happened through, I swear to God I gonna run them over. That shit gonna send me mad. But anyhow, this next thing was, it was like, what's the most boring or annoying shit you had to do while you were waiting to have sex? Like somebody had put, they were watching a fucking ridiculous car show while waiting to get some dick. But they were like, the dick is so worth it. They just sat there for hours watching the show and then the man fell asleep.
No, that would piss me off. That would piss me. He would have wake up now. I sat through this. You didn't give me what I want at the very least.
Exactly.
Where's the prize? Where's the prize?
Fucking, you took your nap. Get the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, so Rashad, you ever had that like happen to you? Like, where you like, okay, you going to link up with this girl. Things going good. You like, I know I got to get peace tonight. But it like, she just skylarking. She want you to do everything but that. Like, you had to watch something stupid, go to something stupid, anything like that happen?
So, and this is if I'm trying to, so I would have to know if I try and like pursue her and date her. Because if I'm trying to date her, then yeah, I'll stomach through it and I'll sit through. But if I just try and fuck,
dramatic.
If I just dare to fuck, I gone. Like I leave it. I like, yo, I
You just gonna leave her?
Yeah, I'm gonna just be like, yo, I gone. Like this not really, you wasting my time.
Would you wait a little bit just to see if vibes change one little bit?
I would give it a couple minutes, yeah, but nothing.
Couple minutes.
Nothing too crazy.
You didn't even get through the door.
Nothing too crazy.
Your key's still in your pocket.
Ready to go.
No, I have to watch some stupid fucking movies on certain nights where, mind you, it's somebody I talking to, but I'm just like, tonight is a night where like, just give me my peace so I can go to my bed. And I sitting on there watching fucking Harold and Kumar and I don't like comedy or none of that foolishness. So it is so sickening to sit down and watch, or like scrolling through the little Instagram holes of like dumbass Jamaican dancehall videos or some shit. And I'm just like, this can't be happening right now. I just want some dick.
So why you don't say that?
I was just about to say that. Why you sitting on?
I don't know. I think sometimes it probably just me being shy because I'm like, well, if he not trying to do anything, is it that he not really?
He don't want to do it.
Yeah. Because I don't want no sympathy dick. Either. Like I don't want you to just do it because you like I want it in heaven. I want it.
But he probably just want you to make the move.
Oh God, I hate that shit.
Hate that.
Me too. I hate that shit.
No, but then everybody hates doing that.
Man, love that's the one thing I can't stand. Man always say that like, you can't make the first move. You can't move first.
You can't just come on.
I'm pretty sure he made the move initially to start talking to you. Is the least that I can do.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a lack of confidence. Like for me, sexually, like I feel like there's things I can do. I'm a star at whatever, but that whole just starting it off and coming on to a guy and
I can't do it.
It just it feels weird. Yeah. Like it literally makes me feel almost anxious and then I'm like,
Yeah.
I go and sleep. I just got turned over.
I tried to break that. I just say something stupid.
Like a fucking planting.
Yeah, no, I just said something
Turn
stupid.
me over.
I'd be like, yo, I'd be like, so I'm like, I give up the cheeks then. I'll say some shit like that, and then they'll start laughing.
That shit works.
And then,
that shit works
get
because
into
you start feeling like
comfortable.
Okay. Because I just feel like a lot of the time for us as women, you kind of genuinely want to know, does he want to have something, and does he want me physically? Like the feeling to be needed or wanted in a physical sense is a big thing for me personally.
I think for women.
I think it just by nature, it just must be something for us. So it's just kind of like, well, if he not coming on to me, then he either not into me, he don't want this, or, but then for us.
So this like if you guys like together.
Well, together dating or anything is just like that whole physical connection with a man or woman. It is one thing to be attracted to somebody, but when it comes to going to have the sex, like I know men be like, why you don't just whip it out? And it's just like, what the actual fuck, yo? Like, I just going to string you up by your pants and like, this is not the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they treat it like a porn.
Yeah.
That shit not
So,
real life
acting.
This is how I like to look at it, right? So like, if she try and fuck every day, like I guarantee you, let's say we fuck Monday, we fuck Tuesday. You see Wednesday?
Give me a break.
I really don't want fucking up. Like Wednesday, Thursday, I don't want nothing. I could care less if you touch me or not. Because you done drain me out. You done drain me out Monday and Tuesday. By someone I want to go every day, Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm making no moves. I pretending to sleep because I am afraid of you. I am now going to sleep early because I am afraid of you.
Oh man.
I am afraid of you. Like Friday, no? Or I might come back. I good know. Saturday, I afraid again. Sunday, we back at it again. You know, but every day, nah, man, I would literally go to sleep early. I would force myself to bed.
Realistic when people be like, I want sex every day. Like, is that a real thing?
That I don't.
I feel like it's a bit. Yeah.
No, I.
You know, people that have
every day.
That would love to have sex every day. Yeah.
That would literally drain me too.
I don't know. I feel like this can sound bad, but like if it's somebody with a big dick, I can't do that every day. Sometimes you need a following day to recover.
Yeah.
So like, what's a good amount of times per week, like to you guys?
Like 2 to 3.
Yeah, I would say 3 too.
Yeah, okay. 2 to 3. Yeah, like
because I see some people say multiple times a day, every day.
That's too much for me.
Sorry. Like if I had it,
leave me alone.
No,
leave me alone.
Like,
and I don't understand women because
your vagina be done out.
Yeah, like not feeling that at
not
that
the
point.
Rude done out, but like it is a fucking
tired.
I've had to make up excuses before I'd be like, she on my belly. And some shit. No, because I'm like, yo,
headache.
I'm like, yo, you are scaring me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm afraid of you. Like, why are we doing this all the time? Like, come on. There's other things. There's crisis in the world. Can we talk? Can we talk sometime?
Like, I got work still. Like, I got work. And I got sleep.
I'm like, yo, let's just talk about
Give me some time to recoup.
That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I don't know. Thankfully, I've never been in a situation with a guy who's like, yo, so we can do it every day.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it, we could even have the next following day just hot and fucking bothered by text.
Yeah.
But we don't need to be having, like, and if you want it twice in the same day, you better spread that time out.
Yeah.
And then you leave me alone for like 4 days.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, but and I know back to back.
And then next day again.
No.
You're doing too much.
I don't know. Maybe that age thing. Or maybe some of them taking some vitamins or some shit.
I think it's an age
gas
thing.
station pills.
Because once you hit 30, you're on a steady schedule and nothing about every day and 3-4 times a day. Like, I got work, I got school.
Yeah, all
this other stuff.
You have goals. You have things you're trying to work towards. Like I've said that before. If you are trying to fuck multiple times a day, you're not doing that. You're not doing that in your life. Like, you need to reconsider what the fuck you're doing.
Get some goals.
Yeah, get something, get some plans or something. Like, I don't
elevate yourself. Elevate yourself.
I don't understand.
No, I don't know, sir.
I've never been to like
flicking my bean that much.
Yeah, I've never been able to like
that's a lot
every day. No, that's a bit too much for me.
That to me, that's not normal. That's not normal. Leave me alone. So leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, one.
I think that's a performance. I think it's just to let people know that, like, oh, I could do it. I don't know.
Like, showing off to me that you can, like, pump up multiple times. Like, you're not getting nothing at all then. Like, what you been doing your whole life? Like, figure that shit out.
Calm down.
I don't know. like
calm it down.
I go in message Claire the loan, be like, can you provide me with a pocket pussy? Cause this person out of control.
Yeah. He needs something else.
I need a flashlight.
And I help when he need counseling.
Well, yeah, I can't say that I've had to do anything outrageous really while waiting for dick, but it's that whole setting the right expectations with the person. And stop telling women to just come on to me. It's like sometimes you pushing women away when you do that too, because you're making them feel like sexually they're not performing, or then it like for women, our sex is really a lot in our head. It is not a lot of the physical for us. It's a lot our connection mentally to the person. Like, you could make a girl wet literally by certain conversations or just being in their presence and they talking about how you look good and all that kind of stuff. So when you start like almost just being rude to them, like thinking that what you're saying is going to be a turn on, it fucking turns us off. And then that's when you go and be like, so what happened? We can't get no fool. I
shut
dry.
Down. Yeah, like I shut down.
Leave me alone now. I never going to fucking whip it out.
Wet the back up.
Yeah, Rashad.
Let's go, then.
No,
Fuck.
I can't fucking do that shit. But then it's like, it kind of goes into the next thing. It's like, what is hard about dating you? That could be a very loaded question. That could be a very heavy question. I've never really, when I thought about it and when I wrote it down, I was like, shoot, I don't think I've really thought about that before. Or like, I've had feedback from people I've been with. Funny enough, like the last thing, there was a particular person who was like, why don't you ever come on to me? I just don't feel like you into me like that. And that one was definitely age, maturity, and not knowing about myself sexually. Like, I realized I didn't really know what I wanted sexually or what I actually desired. Or then I also realized the connection between me and that individual wasn't really there as to why I didn't even think about it. But then when I think about it, and I was like, what's hard about dating me would probably be, one of the first things would be my temper. Like, I have way too much patience with certain things, but there are times where I just fucking flip and I'm just like, And it's just more like verbally, I can be like aggressive, or sometimes I'll say like a below the belt comment because it's like, well, if I hurt your feelings, I'm going to feel better in that moment. But then I realize you're not really giving me any solutions to whatever the problem is. So maybe that's probably one of the harder things about dating me, would just be having to deal with like an aggressive temper here and there sometimes. Something I am aware of and I'm working on. Maybe some insecurities from that whole like side chick situation. So I will question certain motives with people, or like what they're telling me. I'm just like, it's hard not to say, well, I've heard that before. And I know men hate that.
Yeah, hate that.
You hate being compared to anybody, especially somebody the woman previously dated. But that is something I've had to like, I can't say I don't have control over it, but it's very easy for me to be like, yep, homeboy said that same thing. So I need to hear something different, sir, because all of the motherfuckers the same. And then you like, a guy don't want to hear that. Like, that's rude. And I've even seen it as like, that's a major red flag for married couples. In counseling, I was reading something like a major red flag is women who constantly bring up an ex, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-man, an ex of any kind of capacity. Is just like, stop doing that. That's not what a man wants to hear. They want you to talk to them about what is happening with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Rashad, what's hard about dating you?
Wow, I'm perfect. That like, man.
That would be one.
You think you're perfect?
Nah. I am a bit friendly. I'll say that. You know
what
like,
I mean?
Define friendly.
Yeah.
like friendly with other people.
With
Other
female
women?
With women, yeah, with other women, yeah. So
That
it's
sounds like a problem there too. Not able to fully explain yourself.
Hold on, I was getting there, but yeah, I'm friendly. So like, if I go out, I just an outgoing person. Like, I'll speak to everybody, I'll hail them up and whatnot. But then you'll have some people who will like DM me, and instead of like just completely cutting it off like ASAP, I'll probably entertain it for a little bit before cutting it off. And I've been learning like not to do that, just don't even answer sometimes, just double tap it, like it, move on. I also don't necessarily, I used to not like open up a lot. I didn't want to like talk about my feelings and stuff like that. If something upset me, I would just be like, nah, I good. And I would never want to speak about it. I would never want to open up. And I just realized that I pushed a lot of people away, opposed to like bringing them closer. So that's another thing I've been working on as well. Try and just be a lot more open, and just when something bothers me, just talk about it, and talk about it in a respectful way and not a argumentative style.
Yeah.
So yeah, outside of that, I don't think it's really anything else.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel what is important with things like that is at least being self-aware. Like, if you're at least aware of it and you can acknowledge that too, like, because people are aware sometimes but don't even tell anybody, like, they know that it's the problem.
Yeah.
So then it's just like they internalize it and it's like, fuck, I'm not fixing that. I know that's my problem, but I'm not addressing it.
Yeah.
So at least you being aware and at least trying to figure out, okay, this is how I could deal with that, or just kind of minimize the issue, especially if you are trying to date or pursuing someone or already in a relationship. Things like that can kind of drop off or not become as much of a priority when you're single, because it's like you don't need to have self-control with certain things when you're single. You can fucking do what you want.
Yeah. No, but that's why I'm working on self-control now, because if I could do it now, that means I could do it at any point.
Better in a
Exactly.
relationship.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
But I think the only time I realized that the things that were difficult with me is because I dated a lot. So I dated a lot of different guys, and then they would make me aware. Because sometimes, as I said, like, you can't see yourself.
yeah,
You might think that what you're doing is fine and you're not really out of pocket, but it takes somebody else being like, this not really, I don't really like this about you, or, you know, this is what you do. And after you hear it like a couple times from a couple different people, you realize that this have to be something, because how 5 different people telling you the same thing. So like one of the things that were hard that I always get from guys is that, like, I don't post in this day and age. Everybody's like posting, like they constantly talking about their man, like they bringing their man everywhere. I very private with my relationship. My friends always say it too. Like, I keep my relationship and my friends completely separate. Some man love to integrate, and so what's difficult with me is that they think that I'm not interested because I'm not trying to integrate them into my life, and I'm not trying to post them up all the time. Because I've gotten men that I like love and in a relationship with telling me like, you don't post me, like, what it is about that? What you don't want people to know?
Birthday shout out.
Yeah. But I mean, but I don't have a problem with you not posting me. But some people like that. So I've learned to compromise to give you something that you want. You know, that kind of way. I normally be like, if I don't like it, I don't care if you like it, because you know. But when you go through, like, especially when you get older, because before, when I was younger, like, if you didn't like it, that's your problem.
Go about your business.
Yeah. But like, now that I actually want to maintain mature relationships, I realize that you have to compromise. Like, even if you don't like it and they like it, if it's not something that you're going to die about, you can just do it. Like, it's not no big deal. So now I realize that I have to compromise a lot more now. But when you've been single for a long time and you don't have compromise, it's hard to just won't be giving people what they want, because you've been giving yourself what you want for the longest time. So now I try and adjust to like other people in my life now. So
I think that...
Oh, no, she said something earlier that I wanted to adjust, because she was like, you know, she listens to what other people said about her. And I would have people come to me and be like, you know, like, I didn't like this and this about you, but I would be like, I don't care about nothing you say, because I didn't even really like you.
yeah.
You know, so I'm not taking that to her. I didn't really try. It wasn't supposed to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know, so I only take that type of advice from people I've actually like dated or were in a relationship with, or I was serious about trying to make it work with them.
Yeah.
But if we were just like fucking around and you put in your head that, you know, we have something more than what it is, I'm not going to listen to that, because you got like a cold side of me.
Yeah.
That somebody that I was dating would have never gotten.
Well,
So, and I just like, you going to tell me about the cold side of me, like, I know that.
Yeah. Because you were doing that.
Like, I was doing it, like, you know
doing
it.
Yeah.
So, I just like, only from people that I've actually like cared about, spent a lot of one-on-one time, who actually knows me, like my personality and stuff. Like,
Yeah. Well, when it comes to that, you're going to know what to take in and what to like, what people projecting and stuff like that. Because people project all the time. But sometimes, as I say, you know, like, you don't know it, but you know it. So when somebody brings it out, you're like, that really is something. Like, that is something. But,
and I think sometimes too, it's like that individual kind of has to be ready to receive that criticism sometimes too. Like, when you are in different spaces or different dynamics, like, let's say you're in a situation where you're dating someone, you kind of always feel they coming at you. It don't matter what you do. They coming at you like, they could have been, like you said, one of the people saying the things, but it's hard for you to take that in and kind of really analyze it, because you're like, the fuck, what
else is wrong? Yeah.
What fucking else? Like, is there anything that you like?
Yeah.
Anything you appreciate? Anything good? And it's like, I think sometimes people do tend to just kind of forget to, you kind of have to still remember that this is an individual, this is somebody growing, this is someone trying to understand themselves. Like, you have to kind of accept the stages of where people are in their life too, if you are going into a situation and wanting to date them.
Yeah.
Like, the space I was in fucking 10 years ago, I would not date that same individual now because my head not there. Like, I not in that same space, but you have to also be willing to receive that too. So it's a lot of like, you gotta do a lot of like soul searching.
Yeah.
That shit. Cause that shit be hard to listen to too, because you're like, fuck, man.
Like, and people could be saying it for years, you know, but it not until you reach a point where it actually like clicks in it, like, okay, this is it. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
This is a real thing.
And it doesn't always have to be the individuals that you are dating. Like, you know, like we can have the platonic relationships that we have with people. And you kind of can really transfer that into the other situations that you have, and kind of, okay, well, if my friend can really kind of identify this as an issue, then sometimes you will listen a little faster.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, well, they're not trying to have sex with me.
Yeah.
So then there might be a real problem.
Yeah. They're being honest. Like, they're being honest.
Like, it's tough because you want the person that you're with and you're involved with to like you and love you and be into you and vibing with you. So it's hard when they like just fucking pulling the rug every other day. So it's, you got to show their appreciation too. Like, you got to kind of balance it out and remember to like pick the battles. Not every fucking day you got to highlight this person's problem.
Yeah, the negativity.
So they're probably already dealing with it and internalizing it and trying to figure out, I have this issue, I want to fix it, but half the time you don't even know how.
Yeah.
We're creatures of habits and like
breaking
our environment. So when you just used to being a certain way and you really want to like help yourself, you just figuring out the how and that is one of the hardest parts of it. So I don't know, yeah, that shit be difficult sometimes. And then, like you said too, when you've been single a long time.
Yeah, you get into a routine. It's hard to introduce somebody into your space once you are already comfortable in it. Like, and you got now you got to think about somebody else. You got to think about their emotions. You got to think about the things that you've been doing that might enmesh well with somebody else. It's a whole nother level.
Like, that probably one of my biggest fears is like, okay, if I get into another like full dating space and it transitioned into a full committed relationship and me and this person live together. Because the last person I lived with, there was a lot of things I didn't think about in a living space that I would like or not like, or even considered like, what the fuck would annoy me that this person does it. And I didn't even have conversations about it because I wasn't thinking about that. No?
Oh yeah, you got to consider all that.
That week, one conversation, Rashad be giving me shit about like, listen, do you leave the toilet seat up? Do you throw your clothes down on the ground? Like, stop. Like, I'm not planning to live with that for the rest of my life. I am not going to be your maid.
Nah, I put them on the ironing board.
Oh God.
Well, at least it in one space.
Yeah.
But like, you just, when you live by yourself and you're single, and like for me, it's like I have my routine with my child. How you can transition into that? Like, what time I getting home in the evening, that gonna be a problem for you? Like, I doing my podcast today. Are you gonna be annoyed that not every single night I home at the same? Like, you really don't stop to think about those things. And when you are single, even when you are single and have dated, the dynamic, that fucking shit strong. The changes, like, you start to have certain expectations. Like, you start dating people, you're like, well, I kind of expecting you to do this. I kind of expecting you to do that. None of that shit fucking happening, so no, you argue.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, I'm going back home.
Yeah.
I didn't come
I
here
didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this.
I be fretting plenty of days. I like, boy, Lord, when one man come, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Cause I walk around my house naked. I doing certain things. I watching Netflix.
And like, I always think like, right now I live like a bachelor. Like, if I don't feel like eating, I don't eat.
But like going to the grocery store.
Yeah, like
ramen tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Drink a little cup of soup and go sleep. But if a man move in now, he might want food. So now I got to think about, oh God, I got to come home cook. I got to come home feed both of us. Now I can't even worry about just myself. I got to worry about you too, that you need to eat too.
And wash dishes.
Yeah, and we're washing clothes now, twice the clothes, all that stuff.
Then you think about your water bill.
My dinner's right now basic, so I can't even get in a relationship, because if if I have a girl coming over, I can't be feeding her these things. Like Kraft mac and cheese,
But
pasta.
I think too, from that a difference though. When women come over to men yard, they're not expecting them to be cooking or nothing. But the least you could do is buy us little food. Mm-hmm. But when a man come
I'll
over
buy
now,
the food, put it in the fridge,
Go like bento.
and we can make it together.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she can make it,
gonna
and I'll do the dishes.
Yeah.
AKA,
See?
I'll put them in the dishwasher and start it.
And that's the one appliance that I will have when I build a house as a fucking
I
know-
hate washing the dishes.
I know people don't, but I need a dishwasher.
No,
I started
I
back
use that.
fucking cooking again, and I know my water bill gonna be double. I washing fucking dishes all
all the
day.
time. Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. As you wash, okay, let me wash the dishes before I cook, so the nice and empty.
Oh, by the time
Fill
you
it
cook,
the fuck back up. Then when you coming back home with your containers full again, because you can't leave your containers at work. Somebody gonna steal
Steal
it. Somebody gonna fucking steal them, or the dishwasher gonna fucking burn them up.
Yeah.
Given that you just said that, I remember when I was in a relationship last, my girlfriend at the time, she would cook food. So I was like, so let's say I made pasta one night, right? I really only using a pot and a spoon or a fork, But when she made pasta, she used the utensils I didn't even know we had in the kitchen. So then when because after I cook, she would wash the dishes, right? So I'm like, she would only have washed like 2-3 things. When it my turn to wash the dishes, I washing all 15, 20 things. I like, what did you need this for? You couldn't just use a spoon. No, it had to be done this way.
The fucking cutting board.
Yeah, that was one of the things that started to get to me. I was like, yo, you use a lot of shit when you cook, and I got suffer because I don't washing it. And I just like, fuck.
You just load out that dishwasher shit. I would run a dishwasher cycle twice.
I didn't have a dishwasher at the time, so I would I was like, oh, come on. But then once I moved and the dishwasher was in place, you
get a better routine.
It moved more into a joke. I was like, yo, you use a ton of shit. Yeah. I didn't even know you had to do all this.
You're such a man.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, and I'm very basic. And I could just live on the land plenty of time.
Yeah.
My mackerel and dumpling. That only
one pot meals.
I only need one pot for the dumpling and then a frying pan for the mackerel. And good. And one plate and one fork. That's all.
That same fork and the fork you cooking with.
That is it. I just wash it off. Pick time.
Cooking with the one utensil. Scraping out the pot.
Now what I do, I switch to a spoon to get into using the frying pan. So I add a little extra.
Okay.
Yeah, but
one extra utensil.
Yeah, but what I do is I wash the fork off before I leave it in the sink. I don't just drop it in there with all the juice and stuff on it. I wash it off.
That's what everybody should do with their dishes, by the way.
Yeah,
when you put in dishes in the sink, you should wash them off.
Yeah.
That's the way the food don't get hard.
Yeah, it don't stick on the floor.
So
little tip of the day for our men that nasty.
I make sure wash it off. All worse, if I do something with flour, I'll wash out the bowl or scrape it out.
Oh
first
yeah, you know how
that'll give you trouble.
Yeah.
And when I get wet,
I'm scornful with certain stuff, and I'd rather throw that away.
Yeah. I know somebody who actually does that. When they dishes reach too much, they be like,
just throw
it away and buy new dishes.
Where's Tupperware?
Because they don't like the wetness.
Yeah. So my son, he always be laughing at me because I'm literally rinsing them all off and stacking them. I don't know if I know I have OCD in a certain capacity, but I'll stack it out all the cutlery and stuff that's in a container or something sitting down, and then still pour a little bit of bleach and have that soak in one little bit, and then I'll wash the dishes. But that shit be mad wild. I don't know, boy. But this was a good episode.
Yeah.
I like this. Jodie, you have to come back. We can
Thanks for having
some
me.
shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, don't forget to follow us at Platonically Speaking KY on the gram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep.
Share,
Platonically speaking,
comment, all kind of stuff. We have some really good things coming up this season. We have a lot of different ideas and plans for this show, so we are really looking forward to it. Thank you for jumping on this ride with us. Have a good one.